Under the cover of night, Selkie recons the house and eventually forces her way inside. She snoops about until she stumbles on some fancy clothes, makeup and jewellery, which she stuffs into her pack. She finds a secret tunnel connecting some of the bedrooms, and it is during the exploration of these tunnels that she is caught. Fortunately, the hapless man is surprised, and Selkie is quick with her blades, and she fatally wounds him before he can raise the alarm. As she watches the man bleed to death, Selkie has a bout of conscience and tries to save the man's life before leaving. Sadly, she runs into a servant who alerts the owner of the house, is armed, and once more Selkie is fighting for her life. Fortune is with her, and she wins, though wounded. She grabs the man's sword and attempts to flee before more trouble arrives. Her escape is dramatic, jumping out of a window and using magic to safely descend to the ground. Fortunately, it is raining, which not only cleans off the blood, but also conceals her from prying eyes. She makes it safely to the inn, which she resists robbing, and returns to her room. When she examines her loot, she discovers a signet ring and an enchanted gemstone amongst her haul. She heads to the dock spot and finds Chip, or his evil twin brother, behind the bar. Either way, she gets her goods fenced and another job offer, a simple parcel delivery in 6 days' time. She decides to return to the library and finds Gareth. She convinces him to once more try and tutor her, but disappoints him the next day when she didn't do her homework. To fund her magic regents, Selkie decides to partake in some more burglary. Will Selkie's robbery of protected nobles have consequences? Will her murder draw the attention of the Sunblade? Will she ever learn to read magic? Let's find out now on Dicing with Death.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dicing with Death. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Hello, I am doing well. How are you?
I am good now that I'm awake and fed and coffeeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
they let you out of your cage this week. You were able to get coffee before the session.
I appreciate it greatly.
Yeah,
it's like summer over here, though. It's amazing.
Oh, don't worry. It'll start hailing tomorrow.
Yeah, we're still gonna get some more days of snow this year, but in the meantime,
really,
yeah, we'll get another couple days of snow somewhere in May.
Weird.
It's like 79. It's beautiful outside.
Wow. It's nicer than here. It is officially May. So that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Doesn't feel like it. It feels like we're stuck in winter, right? Like being locked down for months on end.
Yeah, but it's weird when it's nice outside. Because when it was kind of shitty or overcast or cold or just like meh, it's a little easier to stay inside. But when it's beautiful out and you just want to go hiking, but all the hiking trails are closed.
Be honest, have you ever really had trouble staying inside all day?
I don't, but
regardless of the weather.
We have a weekly hike that we do that we haven't been able to do over the winter, and looking forward to doing now.
Social distancing on the trails?
No, because everyone goes on the trails. Then it's just the least social distancing place because you have to keep crossing each other.
Yeah. Apparently, California is closing all of their beaches because they were naughty boys and girls, and they didn't listen to what mommy and daddy told them.
Yep. Scott Bro is one of those folks. He's hiking up all the Mount Tam trails that are difficult to get to. All the ones up on the one.
Scott Bro's, he's young and invincible. Don't worry. He'll never catch coronavirus, and he'll live forever.
Yeah, he'll just dance it away. Well, why don't we come into game?
Sure
I
thing.
believe when last we left, we were about to break into something somewhere.
I think you're about to harass, murder, and rob more of my NPCs.
What? Those are such loaded words. I am here to liberate their wealth, okay? It's been, for far too long, the wealth has been owned by dangerous people, and it's been manipulated and hasn't had the right to vote or do what it wants. So
the
I'm
money
here.
Needs more of a right to vote.
Yes.
You're arguing? Okay.
Yes, it's a civil liberties issue. Money is people too, and we need to set it free. Right? Isn't that how? Has there not been a Citizens United here in Solstice?
I don't know. Why don't we dig into that in character?
Okay. All right, I got my pencil
Selkie,
and my character sheet. I'm ready.
Why don't you remind us what you're up to?
There's this house.
How you're prepared. Yeah.
I've got a Featherfall and a Hall's Reckless Dwemer spell.
Oh, that's these notes are.
This is not for fuck's sake, nerd, which is what I thought it was when we first stepped in. And I'm gonna rob this place. That's the plan. I think I'm gonna break in through the door and scout the place out, try and steal what I can, and then peace out without getting caught. A little close to the giant library, but what are you gonna do about that, huh?
What are you gonna do about that?
Break in, steal everything and get out.
I think. What time of day did we leave you off last time? Was it morning?
I think it was the evening that we were going to break in, and I hurried us to a close.
There's no we. Don't implicate me in your murder hoboing. I merely enable it by providing targets and rolling for the loot tables.
Really, at 5 out of 12 hit points?
I think so. You got into a sword fight in your last break-in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess I am slightly wounded.
Through a window. If you try and rest, I'm going to facepalm so hard.
I'm not going to rest. I'm ready to do this shit.
I'm happy. I was trying to get you to rest last time and just like heal up and take the XP, but you were like, no, just one more heist, man. I need my fix.
That's exactly what it was like. All right. Well, let's do it. Let's get our fix. Let's get our heist.
Okay. So we got Featherfall, Nahal's Reckless Dwemer. How are you armed and equipped? And at what time will you act?
I will be carrying a short sword and a dagger and my clothes. And I did get lockpicks, right?
You did. I believe you bought lockpicks from the dock spot.
Right.
Do you have those on your character sheet?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
I think I got rid of my lasso, or it's like back at the house.
Lasso?
I got a lasso when I was in the jungles.
Oh yeah. I don't think he sold that.
I think it's
just a rope.
Yeah.
Do you have rope use proficiency?
I do, yes.
I think that specifically calls out being able to use a lasso.
It does. I think I get a bonus.
The character gains a +2 bonus on all attacks made with a lasso.
You know what? I guess I have my lasso with me. I don't have my machete though. Yeah. My machete is missing.
So if anyone searches your hotel room, they find nothing but a machete.
And a floppy hat.
And a floppy hat.
I think I'm wearing my floppy hat for the mission. Yeah. They'll find a machete and they'll find a like a Indiana Jones style hat.
The floppy hat was something set. You have two hats.
Right, I have two hats. I got the floppy one and the Jones
hat and your floppy sun hat.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get some spooky music, some something music.
Sure. You're waiting until nightfall.
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting until the music kicks in to let me know it's time to rob the place.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. All right, Nightblade. The sun is set over the city of Solstice. You pull your floppy sun hat low over your eyes.
Yep. It is low. I am ready. Let's do this.
Are you playing music?
I am.
Why? Wait, what's going on?
You weren't, so then I started.
This music playing in Roll20. Do I need to stop it?
Oh, I don't hear it. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's
why do I try? I had.
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry, viewers. I had city music setting the mood at the beginning. Now we've switched over to the Dark City for his heisting. Why do I try?
Because you're such a good boy. All right, we got the music. Let's do it. Breaking into the house. I walk up to the door, and I give the handle a wee bit of a jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
That door there?
I think, yeah. I want to do this door and not that door.
Okay. You find a locked door.
All right, chat. Here you go. So many different settings. There we go. They can hear it now. Such a mess.
What is your lockpicking skill?
My lockpicking skill is a 14.
All right, you're working for about 4 minutes. And why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check?
Excellent. Ooh, not so great.
All right. So you are intently focused on this lock before you. You feel like it's within your grasp, so you're fully concentrated on trying to get it open.
Yeah.
When actually, you know what? They don't notice you either. I think eventually you'll hear them walking past you, and you give a start as footsteps, I don't know, walk along the street right behind you.
I stay very, very, very still. Yeah. If they haven't noticed me, if I don't move, then they hopefully
roll a
notice
hide
me.
check, I guess. You didn't declare it. I'd kind of prefer if you would, but...
Okay. I will hide. Uh, 15. Very nice.
That's nice.
No, it's not nice. That was a sarcastic, very nice.
Okay. So there's a group, maybe half dozen people, walking down the street. They don't spot you from a distance, but they get, about level with you, maybe 15 feet away, and one elbows another, and they point in your direction. And there's a, hey, what are you doing there? And the group sort of pauses and turns to look.
I will pull the locks out of the pick that I'm working on, put them in one hand, and then wrap them against
out of the lock.
Yeah, and then hold them in one hand so they press against the back of my wrist, and then turn to face them and begin to stumble around a little bit and say, "You've got some wine for me, right?" Yep. Wine?
Who are you?
I am the wine goddess, and you're supposed to gift me wine. And I stumble.
Drunk, says one of them. Roll a charisma check, I guess, to pretend to be drunk.
Maybe a disguise check to disguise myself as a drunk?
Sure.
Ooh. Narrow path.
Passably drunk. They kind of step out of your way. She's drunk.
You don't have to say it with such anger in your voice. Are you my father?
Another chimes in. Get out of here before we alert the authorities.
I will get out of it before they alert the authorities. I will stumble down the pathway.
Okay.
You're so boring.
They step aside and watch you stumble down the street. And then eventually proceed after you because they were walking the direction you stumble.
I will stumble around and then end up sort of here-ish.
They walk past you. There are a few other people out on this main boulevard. I don't know how carefully you're watching anything.
I end up with my back to this wall, so I'm looking down through this gate. Yep, and I will sort of wait for the fellers to leave. Oop, that was a mistake. Oh my god, it deleted myself.
How do you even have that power? You can drag yourself a new token, can't you?
I think so.
Or should I give you one?
There we go. There's a Selkie.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of that S though, for some reason.
Oh, that's my S. I changed the FF to FFS.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
when they are gone, I will, and they're actually down the road a little ways, I will head on back.
All right, you lean against the building for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so till the streets are clear. You get an opening and you slip back.
All right. I will.
And you go back to the door.
Not quite. I'm going to come all the way down to the end of this alleyway first, and give a quick looky-loo left and right. See what people, if any, are out and about.
You do see some people out and about.
Would you like to tell me about them?
Yeah. There is a large group of maybe 10 or so dressed in robes.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of milling about over here, like standing in a large circle chatting. And then walking down the street this way is a trio. And you can kind of just see them way down here.
Are robes in vogue these days? Are they like worn by the people? Or would I associate robes with diviners and clerics?
A little of both. They're certainly in vogue in I don't know, in well-to-do circles.
Mm-hmm.
The diviners, the clerics, the scholars that hang about the library, almost to a person wear robes. Perhaps some of the merchants and stuff. Yeah, it's a very practical item of clothing, right?
Yeah.
Or very simple. I don't know.
Vogue was a word before the magazine, right? They're not related.
In Vogue is it's not In Vogue, the magazine. I think it's French.
Correct. I think so too. I just wanted to. I was curious. I didn't know if it was which came first, the chicken or the egg. Oh God. One of these days where all the technical problems happen. All the technical problems. There we go. Cool. So I will stand here on this corner and watch the trio mostly. Every now and then throw in a glance at these people, and I'm going to see if I can try and pull out anything clerical or diviner about the folks on my right.
I think from 800 feet or 500 feet, you're not going to be able to hear much. You'll have to move closer if you want to hear anything.
Yeah, I'll take a stroll to this area right here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll your eavesdropping check from here.
Drops the eve.
Oh.
20 plus. 28.
Okay. I think even from this distance, you can make out their conversation. Or at least bits and pieces. They're not speaking of anything, I don't know, conspiratorial or mystical. They're making small talk. I think they're discussing where they're gonna go to dine.
Okay. Can I tell if they
the weather
are
is out and
diviners or clerics or just folks?
They're all wearing robes, so you're guessing that they just came from the library at some point. Okay. Do you have a religion proficiency?
I do not have a religion, but I have
spellcraft.
I do have a spellcraft proficiency. Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Rolling the dice. Nice and slowly.
You don't see anything that would lead you to believe they're spellcasters. You don't see spell books chained to their arms. You don't see in excess of component pouches. You don't see holy symbols. You don't see staves. I don't know.
Okay.
Most of the giveaways. A couple of them have like folios of papers and things, but
so probably closer to like librarians or clerics in the like clerical worker, not as in the divine caster.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the time you've gotten over and are listening to the conversation, there's no like, they're not talking about work. They're not talking about their studies or anything. They're commenting on the weather.
Okay.
And currently discussing where they should go to dine.
It's fine with me. I will then go back to the corner or throw my look the other way to see if that trio is still coming.
You do not spot them.
Oh.
So you weren't paying attention when they walked past you or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. I will head back to that corner and then do a quick look. Like I'll head back to this corner, head down this 500. Ooh, how long would it take to walk 547 feet? Like a full minute or two?
More, like
3
more on the
minutes?
2-3 minutes. If you're
Yeah.
going at a casual walk, mechanically, you could.
I don't want to run that. It'd be distracting. It would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So, at a let's see. Mechanically, you could go at 360 feet in a minute if you were going at a brisk pace or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
At a casual walk, it'd be more like 100 feet a minute.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will ignore going down to that area, and there's no one else coming down this path, right?
Yeah, you don't see
After
them.
the trail. Okay. And there's no one on this street right here.
You walk to that corner and look down.
I want to be at that corner.
And you see no one.
Then I will take my chance one more time, and I'll try and position myself in the doorway if I can, like, shrug my cloak on one side of me to maybe better obscure me, and crouch low, so if I need to hide, maybe I'm in a slightly better position.
Yeah, I think you should just roll your hide check now. See how well you can conceal yourself while you pick locks. And I've lost a dice.
Better the dice than the wedding ring.
That's fine. Yeah, keeping that on my finger.
22 on the hide check.
All right, you conceal yourself in the shadows of this door frame. How would you rule being interrupted during lockpicking? Does the timer start over?
I think it depends on the level of interruption. I think if
in this case, you had to walk.
Oh, yeah, and I had to pull my locks out and walk away. Yeah, I think this would be a starting from scratch. Maybe, like, advantage on the roll or whatever.
Interesting way to do it. Okay. So, a little under 15 minutes. You were undisturbed, and you were able to undo this lock with a click.
Excellent. Well, then I'll take one last quick glance up and down the road.
The streets are empty.
Then I will slip into the building.
You slip into a dark room. A large parlor, green carpets and poofy armchairs. It fills most of the first floor of this house, sort of wrapping around the corner of the building. You see another external door off to your left. There's a fireplace, and there's a large staircase heading upstairs, and then an internal door to your right and back.
I'm about in the middle of the building, right? The front door is about in the middle of the wall of the building, yeah? Or is it like on the north side or south side? You know what I'm saying?
Say again?
The front door. Is it in the middle of the building, or is it like off on one of the edges?
It's more or less in the middle. Yeah, it's like there.
So internal door to my right, and then a parlor to the left.
What do you do with all these notes?
I draw maps of what I think you're talking about to try and keep my head straight. Because otherwise there
just must be so many of them. There's a staircase, like a doubly set of staircases, if that makes sense. Like a curved thing, sort of forward in front of you. And then to the right of that, there's an internal door. And then there's an external door to your left.
Okay, and a parlor.
You are in a parlor of some kind.
Right. Perfect. Well, I will. First things first is scope out the parlor. You made it sound like it was kind of nice, so I'll just check for things made of silver, gold, brass, bronze, little baubles, little artifacts. I don't really have an appraisal check, but I would like to make a non-proficient appraisal check to just sort of take a look at what's going on. Any idea what appraisal key's off of?
I think intelligence.
So I'll do... Is it half my intelligence score for non-proficient?
I think I usually just do -5.
Okay, then we will do -5. 13.
So basically, that's like the modeled after the weapon proficiencies.
Right.
As in like the worst you can get if you're not proficient in a weapon is if you're a wizard, you can get -5.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Come for the tiered system, but no. It seems it's a large parlor. It's cushy and comfy. Nothing is ostentatious though. Like most of there's stuff made of bronze.
Mm-hmm.
But most of it is practically built, although kind of, I don't know. Your appraisal fails, and Selkie's not a particularly fashionable person, at least as far as I'm aware, so.
She has her own sense of style. All right, she's an artist, and style comes with being an artist. Can't you tell, Ryan?
Don't
look at our sense of styles. Yeah, look at all that decoration you've got going on behind you. You've got such a great style.
Squishmallows, or the art
yeah,
on the
and
wall.
the weird blocks on the walls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I intentionally made them not line up.
It's part of your artistic expression.
It's a social commentary
about the way that we're all running in lines and only sometimes we intersect each other. You know, and how you got to like seize the moment when you're crossing someone, otherwise you'll just keep going past them.
Yeah, so rare to make a genuine connection in this life.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like to keep my hair back in a man bun, you know? All right.
So, you got nothing. There's nothing immediately portable or valuable. I think the aesthetic decor of the place does not speak to Selkie. In reality, it's not a outrageously wealthy or parlor, but Selkie probably looks at it as if it is.
Yeah, well, when you're the bottom 1%,
so
even the
posh,
top 10% looks fancy.
Yeah.
I'll just grab one of these. There's you made it sound like there were carafes with alcohol in them, or am I imagining that?
I did not. You're imagining that. Okay. You can follow your nose to the booze if you'd like.
No, if it's out in public, I'll have a sip, but I'm not going to go out of my way looking for it.
It's not here. If there's.
Okay.
Do you have a grub skill?
Ooh, that is actually an important question. Lario, merchant. Where would I put my grub skill? That I think I lack.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, hold on. It's on the back of my sheet, maybe. I keep a lot of notes in weird places. No, oh my god, I think I'm lacking a grub skill. I need to roll this shit. How can we go so many sessions without it?
I don't know.
How do I even know what I am, or who I like, or what do I do? Let's roll this shit. Most important stat in the game.
You're gonna do 3d6 or?
Oh yeah, 3d6, like a real woman. 9.
9. All right, make a grub skill check.
Right.
Nah. There's no booze in here. You're like, if I were as rich as these people, I'd have a bottle of whiskey in every room.
Right?
Who are these monsters?
Right? That's my plan. When I make it in the world, liquor in every room of the house. Not that I like whiskey, but it should be there anyway, just to show off.
It's more about the carafe, about the decanter, than it is about the whiskey itself.
It's true. I could just put apple juice in it and be happy, as long as there's a carafe for every room, including the bathroom. Everyone needs their shower beer every now and then, or shower whiskey, as it may be.
All right, so where's it going to be? You got a couple of doors, a couple of stairs.
Yeah, well,
dark room.
Let's not go through the 2 external doors. That seems like a bad idea. Let's do the other internal door that would be to the right of the parlor that I'm in.
Well, even though you failed your grub skill check, you find your way into the kitchen.
Oh!
That's what I was going to reveal if you had passed your grub skill check.
Nice.
Yeah, kitchen is also dark. empty.
Mm-hmm.
And but well enough stocked. You can pilfer cabinets if you'd like for food.
No.
If you roll a perception or something check, you can find whatever it is you're looking for.
I don't think I need any food right now, so I was just gonna sip what was around. Instead, I will start opening drawers quietly, looking for silverware.
Okay, roll the perception check that you just declined me.
31.
You do find fine silverware and china.
Hoorah.
And you find the liquor even if you choose to ignore it.
Oh, well, I'll take a quick sip of it as long as it's here. If it's in front of me, I'm not gonna, turn it down.
Alright. So, you drink some of the cooking wine.
Mm-hmm.
And take how much silverware would you like?
I would like to take 100% of the silverware, if it'll fit into my bag.
Yeah, I mean, how much does a silverware set weigh? Probably 10 pounds. Take 10 pounds of silver.
Mm-hmm. It's probably usually in a nice box to hold it.
Sure. Do you take the whole
Yeah, I'll just take the whole silverware crate thingy and shove it into my backpack.
It bulges from your backpack, but you can shove it all in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take the tea set, the china?
No, the tea set is just going to break in me on my shit.
All right.
Yeah, that's better.
You quoted that, and you probably had to correct my typos, huh?
I had to correct your typos, and I put it in the wrong quote. It was first in the quotes, and then I had to go into the Neal facts, which is a slightly different quoting system.
This is why your camera only faces the front of your head. Mm-hmm. You can't reveal your man bun.
The ponytail's just too long. It would be embarrassing to all the other chill dudes out there.
Yeah. Oh God! Does the bartender from Desperate Measures have a man bun?
Oh, maybe.
Might.
I think, but based on the way that they're trying to describe it with hot girls and chill bartenders, he's probably got a man bun.
He does. Retcon a man bun in there. Someone go to the wiki and add that.
Anybody can edit the wiki. Add a man bun for a bartender.
Next year for April Fools, let's add a man bun to every character in the wiki.
Poor McJackie would just have to do so much editing to undo our mischief.
Just go through every character page and just change the second line of their description to describe their man bun. I got it. That's my plan. All right.
Okay. Cool.
How do wikis handle those sorts of things? Is there a way to revert to
Yeah, there's a history log, so you can go back and bring any article to any state of history in the past.
Yeah.
And then you can probably ban changes by IP or by user if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you would bunch of users are going in and in mass changing it. I guess sometimes they'll lock particular pages or something like that if they're getting targeted.
I suppose.
Yeah.
You'd have to lock them, but you'd still have to undo each change manually.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a whole reset the entire thing back to how it was button, but I don't know about that. I don't write much on wikis.
Yeah.
I'll make small corrections to Wikipedia here and there as needed.
Really?
Yeah. I was doing some research on some Santa Barbara stuff, and there were some disputed facts, and I checked their sources, and someone had just made a typo that had gotten confused, and I corrected a typo on Wikipedia once, everyone. I'm a supporter of the internet.
All right. Well, all All right,
no
you're in the
hero.
kitchen, backpack full of silverware.
Sweet. I'll also go through, check like ladles and that sort of stuff. You know, maybe there's like a fancy...
There are ladles, but there's not a silver ladle.
Oh. Cool.
Would you like to take an iron ladle?
No, thank you. That's fine. I would like to
Steel,
see if there's
whatever.
another exit from this room.
There is, yeah. There's a back door out of the kitchen.
When you say a back door, is this an external door?
Roll an intelligence check or open it to find out.
I will roll the intelligence check first. Nah, I can't quite figure it out.
Nah.
Then I guess I will eavesdrop first before I open it with a 25.
You hear silence outside.
And this is on the opposite wall of the door that I entered to get through into here?
This is the opposite side, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I will very carefully and slowly try to open it.
It is, you unlock it, like undo a deadbolt,
Mm-hmm.
and carefully open it, and peer into a small courtyard. It is covered,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a well in the middle of it.
Ooh, perfect. I will leave this door unlocked, undeadbolted, but I will shut it. And then I will head back to the other room and head up the stairs.
Right, you head up the stairs to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself in a hallway lined with doors.
Mm-hmm.
On the far end to your right, now that you've sort of turned around upstairs, is a window. Some moonlight streaming through.
Okay. Great. So wait, I come to the top of these. It was a double staircase, right?
It's a double staircase, yeah.
And at the top of it is a door to the right.
At the top of it is a window to the right, and doors lining the hallway.
Right, doors on. Well, Selkie, let's start with the door closest to the window. But before I do that, I want to peer out the window to see what the landing would be like down below.
All right. You walk down to the hallway and look out a window into the street below. You can see you've got a view of the temple poking over the tops of these buildings. The landing would be a pretty hard one onto marble in the street below. Roll a perception check.
I could do that. Only an 18.
All right. Roll again.
17.
No. All right. Selkie doesn't notice, but the music gets slightly more anxious.
Yeah, I feel that.
Maybe the viewers see guards in the street look up at Selkie in the window and approach the house. But Selkie does not realize she's been spotted.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I will open that first door. Or I'll listen at that first door before I open it.
Yeah, roll an eavesdrop.
24?
Silence.
Then I will open it carefully and slowly.
You find yourself in a bedroom.
Oh.
This isn't the first door, by the way. This is like the door. This is probably the last door. Like you walked down the hall, looked out the window, and then opened the door immediately next next to
Right.
you.
Right. I wanted to open the door next to the window. Perfect.
Yeah. This would appear to be the master bedroom, perhaps. There's a large 4-post bed.
Is there a person in the
Dressers.
bed?
Bed is empty and made.
Oh, thank God. Then I will start searching the master bedroom. Maybe someone has some spare change they leave around. Coins are kind of heavy and a pain in the ass. You might want a supply of coins at home, readily accessible, maybe in this desk drawer over here. And I'll start rifling through
Roll a
shit.
perception check. The desk drawer just has some papers, ink files, which may be slightly valuable.
Yeah, you know what? I actually do want to take the ink files. I'll need some writing utensils, and my last bits of ink got swiped.
Yeah, but underneath the bed, maybe the blink, the irregular bulge of the blanket catches your eye, and you look under the bed and you find a small lockbox, small chest.
Loves
lock on it.
irregular bulges. How heavy is the box?
I want to say 20 pounds. Maybe I'll look up the.
It's a little heavy.
Yeah.
Can I make a lockpicking check to see how fancy the lock is on this thing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a lockpicking check.
28.
It is a 28 is good. Let's trying to think. For now, maybe I'll say for each point over, so it's DC 20 plus the lock to identify. I guess if you clear a 20, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think how to do it. If you clear a 21, you can tell the general category. I'll tell you that it's a quality 7 lock though, because you cleared by 7. Or you cleared by.
I cleared by 7.
You cleared a 27.
Yeah. So it's at least a quality 7, or it is a quality 7.
It is a quality 7. I think if it were a higher quality, if it were like an 8 or higher, I would tell you that it's at least a 7, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll let if you.
No, I like this. I'm
class,
going to make some notes in the
ways
class about this
do
because
it,
that's.
but-
Yeah.
I mean, this is something we added later, was being able to detect the quality.
Right.
Yeah. Right, does it seem like a higher quality lock would be harder to discern?
I think at a certain point, the quality of the lock can become difficult to tell. But I think that has to be like an intentional thing to hide the nature of the lock.
Yeah.
That said, that could be a default thing that you do for higher quality locks in a medieval age where people are running around picking locks. Like in the modern era, locks are sort of pass-fail. Like,
Yeah.
the lock on your house doesn't really matter. If someone wants to break into your house in particular, they're going to get past your lock. It's just there for like the convenience of lazy burglars.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So there's a small wooden chest that weighs about 20 pounds.
I will set to work picking it immediately. I have a 14 on my lock picking check, so
7, so you should be able to do it in 3 minutes. But you barely get started. You pull it out, you look at it, and then you hear a knock on the door down below. Hello?
I'm gonna put the lockbox in my bag with the other stuff. Stand up, go to the door.
Go down to the front door?
No. The door that I'm at right now.
Okay.
If I open this door, does it look out over like a balcony down to the area below?
It
or
is open
down a hallway.
It's downstairs. It's like a front door is being knocked on.
Right, but is it? I don't understand if this hallway looks down over a balcony to an area, or if the hallway is separate from the stairs up. Does that make sense?
The hallway is like at the top of the stairs. You couldn't unless you were like near the stairs, you wouldn't be able. And the stairs circle, so you couldn't be seen from the first floor.
Then I will slip out onto the hallway, leave the door barely ajar, and slink down towards the end of the hallway that opens into that goes down the staircase. Not look out past to end down, but just get close enough that I could hear what's happening down below.
Yeah. Just by the way, the chest does not fit into your backpack, I don't think. Between the silverware and it's a like 2 foot, 20-pound chest. I think you'll need to either carry it or leave it behind, or I don't know. It's not. You can't.
Then right now I'm going to carry it. I will have it tucked under one arm.
Let's see. Backpack. Your notes on backpack don't say how much weight they can carry, but oh well. I think in terms of volume, it doesn't. Yeah, too much too. All right, so you're carrying it under your arm. Are you encumbered with this extra 30 pounds?
I think it was 20, but 20 plus, plus
10 pounds of silverware plus 20 pounds of chest.
That's 30, 35, 40, 41 out of 45 pounds. Plus the ink. So, you know.
Oh, you grabbed ink?
Yeah.
All right. You tiptoe towards the top of the stairs. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, there's a knocking again. Hello, City Watch. Anyone in there?
I want to I want to keep an eye on the various doors. And can you tell me
how do you do so?
Where my position is in this hallway, how many doors would be up the hall and how many doors would be down the hall?
The staircase is halfway down the hall. There's 3 up hall, 3 down hall.
Yeah, so I'm like in the middle of it all.
Mm-hmm.
This is dangerous. So I'm going to slip back to that last room at the end of the hall and push the door in, slip in, and sort of like just peer out ever so slightly, so like one eye is out in the hallway. And that way, all the doors should be in front of me, and so should the staircase in case anyone comes up that way.
This is a solid building with a stone frame. So fortunately, even though you're not really making an effort to move silently or discreetly, your footsteps aren't audible outside.
Nice.
And then so you crouch in that bedroom you were in?
Yes.
Okay. How long do you wait?
Oh, I just want to wait a minute or two. I want to hear if I can hear the guards coming in the door, if they open it, if they come up the stairs, if anyone else opens one of their doors.
You didn't lock the door behind you, did you?
The front door?
No.
No, I did not lock the front door behind me.
I think just as your roll a perception check to sort of sum up all sorts of things.
25.
Okay. You hear a second voice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's alerting you as it comes in. This is like just as you're getting back to that main bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You're it's unlocked. We're coming in.
All right, I'm gonna poke my head back in this bedroom and see if there are any windows leading out from it.
There's a window.
Yeah. I want to go over to the window and see if I can open it.
Probably two windows actually. Let's see. They do open. Yeah.
I would like to start to open them.
All right. You can
Quietly.
unlatch it and open. Which window is this?
This is the window that looks out over the street.
The bedroom's on a corner.
Right.
There's
so I want
window,
the northern one. Yeah.
There's a window north. and there's a window looking out over both streets.
Well, I'll open the. Ooh, actually, over both streets, like one out over to this street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I will open the one that heads out north overlooking the library.
All right. Simple. You can latch it and turn a little crank or it's on like a hinge. I guess it's probably not like one of those cranks, but you can like unlatch in the middle and push it open.
All right. I'm not going to go out it yet, but I just want this to be an available option in a hurry. And then I will slink back quietly to the door and push it almost all the way shut, like 99% of the way shut.
Okay.
Just until the latch touches the frame.
Okay. You leave the door ajar?
Very
basically?
Slightly.
Just
yeah,
like
so just so the latch will touch the frame. That way I can hear through it, but it won't look too open, hopefully.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
How long do you wait here, and what position are you waiting?
I will. I'll wait another couple of minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes, while I try and listen for footsteps and try and sort out if someone is coming.
Okay, make another eavesdrop.
Okay.
No.
No so good.
Yeah, the heavy stone walls insulate sounds both in and out. So you're in an odd, eerie silence waiting. Where are you crouched?
Right near the door.
Okay.
Yep. If I don't hear anything, including the door shut or people leave, that makes me very nervous.
Yeah, you're not sure if you could hear those things. Yeah, you're sort of in the dark a little bit.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's eavesdropping. You're not sure if it's just that you couldn't hear the doors shut or that they aren't shutting.
Right. You know what the greatest of all knights say? That discretion is the better part of valor. And Selkie would rather leave and come back another time than get caught and spend another night in jail. So the guards aren't worth fighting or killing, and there's no reason to overstay my welcome. I've already got some cash on me. So I'm going to go to that window and feather fall out.
All right. Roll a wild surge.
Ooh.
You cast feather fall from the top, right?
I do. Okay.
Or roll your d20 or whatever.
Right. Nope. And then, so no adjustment to level, and I will throw myself out the window and feather fall down.
All right. You can fall safely over the course of I think it was 2 feet a second or something like that? 10 feet a second? So. 10 feet a second.
Okay.
So in a second and a half, you land safely on the street out here.
Perfect.
Silent as a feather.
Then I will just walk away with that box under my arm.
Which way do you walk?
I'm going to walk that way.
Alrighty.
And then I will walk back down to the Traveler's Oasis. And consider myself lucky for getting out without getting murdered.
All right. Yep. You make your way through empty streets, slipping past the guards, and back to the Traveler's Oasis. Did you pay up for this most recent night?
I have.
Okay. So your room will be waiting for you. And the streets are more or less empty.
Okay.
There are lights on in houses, and guards posted on the wall or on the gate before you.
Yeah.
But no one stops you on your walk back to your room.
I would like to drop my stuff off in my room and then go chat with the lady who I presume is still downstairs because there's no night watchman. I feel a little bad for the woman. She now never really gets to do anything. So she deserves someone to chat with her. Also, if people come asking, I would like to have been seen staying up late with this woman as maybe a form of cover. So after I drop my stuff off, I'll see if she's down in the common room.
Yeah. All right. It's late, but not quite last call. There's maybe a half dozen travelers in the common room.
Oh.
Bernadette is tending the bar late into the evening.
Okay. Cool. I guess if Bernadette's tending the bar and there's already other customers here, then perhaps my presence isn't as needed. But I'll stay and hang for a little while and shoot the shit with Bernadette.
Yeah, I don't know that you've developed much of a rapport with her, but you've been staying here for what, like a week, so she recognizes you and gives you a friendly nod.
To some level of Wrong notebook open. Here we go, much better.
Oh, you're up late, sweetie.
Yes, I am.
Something to eat? Something to drink?
I am famished. You got any of those pot stickers?
What's a pot sticker?
Egg roll, how about? Mushu pork? Szechuan chicken?
Some elven dish?
Potatoes. Or whatever the kitchen's serving.
They can, she can bring you some potatoes and eggs.
I will consume them.
Say you're adapting fast to the local way of life. You even sound like a local, she says, setting the tray of potatoes and eggs before you.
Well, just bless your heart. What a kind thing to say. I've always felt like an outsider, and that just warms the cockles of my heart. And I will
roll a charisma check.
I will show her how charismatic I am.
Yeah.
28. Lovely person.
All right. And did you get a drink, or you just want food?
I'll get food and drink, and I'll chill and chat. Try and make nice. Try and show off that I'm a regular person having regular things, and I'm not just some stranger who comes and goes at weird hours.
Do regular people show up to the common room at midnight and order eggs?
Well, I'm not the only person here, right?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll just, chat for a little while, have something to eat and drink, and then excuse myself to my room and go through my loot.
Okay. You head up to your room and go through your silverware.
Yes, I do. I guess I don't have much of an eye for appraisal, but what I'd like to do is make a guess at to what I think it's worth. I'll try and weigh the silver versus other things that I have and see what the pure weight of it would be, and then try and make an estimated guess at how much it might be worth to somebody. And then when I sell it, that'll be my way of trying to learn how to appraise things by making guesstimates and comparing
roll
to
your
actual
intelligence check.
This will be at -5. Ooh.
Not quite. No, I think you've got no idea what silverware costs.
Okay. Can I guess how much the Can I gauge the weight of the silver versus the weight of the box?
It's 10 pounds of silverware.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess the box was negligible. I didn't really care that much.
Well, then 10 pounds should be
Maybe, yeah.
500 silver, which is 50 gold. Just for the raw weight of it. That's not bad. I'll put that back away in my bag, and pull out the other small strong box and go double check that my door is shut and locked. If it locks. If it doesn't lock,
it's got
I'll...
a latch on it, yeah.
Oh, perfect. I'll latch it. And then I will set about picking the lock box.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, you can go ahead and pick the lockbox. Let me roll you up some wealth.
Let me in. On it.
Let's see. Right, there are 28 silver. Oh, whoops. No. There's 20 gold and 9 silver.
Okay.
And 2 gemstones.
Ooh, winner, chicken dinner. I would like to make a non-proficient appraisal check on these gemstones to try and guesstimate their value. 32 minus 5 is a 17? 27? I swear I can math.
Yeah, let's see. They are cut violet gemstones.
Mm-hmm.
Quite fancy. I mean, I guess with that successful appraisal, perhaps you can identify them as garnets. They could be worth hundreds of gold if you could find a way to offload them.
Hot diggity damn. I guess I'll wait till morning and then see if there's anyone that deals in gemstones in the area. Mm-hmm. I'd like to not have to go through the guild for this. I mean, I'll happily sell things to the guild, and let them take their cut. But, every now and then you need to make a little bit of extra money, so you leave them behind. Yeah, so that's wonderful. Anything else in the box?
No.
Okay. I need to find a way to dispose of this strong box. I'll take the money.
It's not a strong box. It's a wooden chest, I guess.
Wooden
that counts
chest,
as a strong
sure.
box. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll take the money and the gemstones. My purse is slightly overflowing now, so I'll have to leave some cash in my backpack or something like that. Maybe in the morning I'll go get another small bag and leave some extra money in it. Or I'll just carry the extra coins in my pockets for now. And I'll leave the gemstone... Where are the gemstones in the silverware tray? Put it all under the bed and go to sleep.
All right.
Shall we take our first break of the day?
Sure. This seems like a good enough time.
Yeah. So we'll
catch you on the other side.
See you guys on the other side. I do this.